will hear about us.
Welcome to the Lydian world, the blockchain game where you can earn, learn, and have fun. 2022, the world has changed, the internet changed, and the rise of the blockchain changed the entire industry and forced us to rethink. Blockchain gaming became the day-to-day opportunity to generate income. Some chase the mining, while others are doing the trading. The pursuit of our unlimited incoming resources has begun. Whatever it takes, leaving behind the unknown and embracing the new technology, the new era, the Lydian world. Here, the unlimited income resources are waiting to be claimed, but not without our engagement. We are the driving force of the Lydian world. We are the Lydians. The strategy is entirely in our hands, and we can choose which citizenship to get in order to build a future for our beloved ones. About mining or in need of a crypto-friendly credit card, a highly active trader who needs extra guidance, a developer who wants to promote his project, or a society-educated gamer who aims to make profits out of his own NFT shop and enjoys the time gaps with the Telegram trivia. You are connecting to the Lydian world incoming resources. Every single action of more than already 350,000 citizens is distributing rewards into Lydian world. Every time a card is swiped, every time an NFT transfer is completed, while you play, even while you sleep, Lydian world rewards you. It continues with a new vision, but do you know what marks the success? Perseverance, imagining the unimagined, and above all, possessing your own piece of virtual land to transform a grand idea into a grand reality. Pick a land. Press a button. Up you go. Behold your decentralized property, built to stand the test of time. Open your own business and share it with the others. From outwards to the city center area, until zone by zone, the city is taken over by its citizens. Multiple digital businesses rise alongside. A new era of luxury, shopping arcades, medical offices. Throw open their doors to an unlimited era, the blockchain. But something is missing. The design of your building is a way to define your own business, where you can approach your own digital architect. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. After all, with the power to create and trade, whoever holds the land NFT shapes the city forever. So, what is your vision?
All right, greetings to everybody. Good morning. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Thursday morning? It is December the 15th and a major, powerful day. So we're midway through the month and we're approaching New Year's. It's going to be 2023. So we at Forward Money Network and New Millennium Bankers, we want to thank you for all the support, but we want to ask you, what are you going to do different in 2023 for your financial stability? Are you going to continue to do what you've been doing and you're going to always get what you've been got? Nothing will change if you don't change the activity and exchange the mindset and the mentality that one must have in this day and time to overcome what is upon us. And the financial crash is here. So for us to benefit or make it out of this, we must get educated. Financial education is at the highest level. We must learn how to put money to work. We must learn how to invest. We must learn new things. That's here. And that's why we're here at Forward Money Network, to help make that process easy for you, because we do the research for you. We bring you the article, we bring you the facts, and we also bring you the plug and play ready-made system. All right. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Forward Money Network, please go do so, and follow our sister channel, our team page, New Millennium Bankers, and follow us on all social media platforms. Now, this article, that broke today, what we're gonna talk about is Bitcoin. Really mean crypto, but Bitcoin has outperformed the financial markets in 7 of the last 10 years. We're gonna get into this because this is a great topic. So please, if you're on here, please share this out and tag at least 10 people to it so they can see, because this is a conversation that we should be having while people running around saying Bitcoin is this or crypto is a scam and this and the third. Well, this is what the financial experts are saying. This is what the numbers say. All right. So the numbers say that Bitcoin has outperformed the financial markets, and that deals with everything: real estate, precious metals, stocks, all of the above, right? So before we get in deep into that, let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market. So the cryptocurrency market is up to $879 billion in market cap. And it is up 0.59 in the last day. Bitcoin is still over 17,500, well, right at 17,500. The last hour is down 0.29%. Last 24 hours is down 3%. The last 7 days is up 3.37%. Then we have Ethereum. Ethereum is trading at $1,273.39. It's down 0.32% in the last hour. It is down nearly 5% in the last 24 hours and up nearly 2% in the last 7 days. Then we got to look at the coin with the most utility. We got to look at the coin with the most infrastructure built around it, and that is the G999 coin. So this is a utility coin like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, but we just have more utility. We have more use cases which you can use the G999 coin for. So as of right now, the G999 coin is trading at 0.002 tenths of a penny, but it is up 11.20% in the last day. Against Bitcoin is up nearly 15%. Against Ethereum is up nearly 17%. So we want to get right into this article. Now we're going to come back to CoinMarketCap to look at the history and the facts about Bitcoin and see how well has Bitcoin performed in the last 7 to 10 years. Okay, so this article here is coming from Finbold, News in Bold. Bitcoin outperformed the financial markets in last 7 out of 10 years. Last 7 out of 10 years. Bitcoin has long been associated with high volatility. Listen at it. With the digital currency making attempts to become a mainstream financial asset, despite the volatility, the asset has recorded significant returns over the year, dwarfing traditional financial products. In particular, over the last decade, Bitcoin has emerged as the best performing asset in 7 out of those 10 years. Wow. Interestingly, for the last 3 years, for the 3 years Bitcoin failed to emerge top, the asset was the worst performing. Data shared by investment strategist Ron Powell on December 13th indicates some of the products outperformed by Bitcoin over the last 7 years include the S&P 500 index, the dollar index, and the Fed balance sheet. Bitcoin lowest returns have coincided with the asset's phases of operating in a bear market, such as in 2014 when the Bloomberg Bitcoin Galaxy Index recorded a minus 57.51% performance, while in 2018 the value stood at minus 74.28%. Then here's a chart here with all of these numbers here. Not going to go over that. All right. Furthermore, Bitcoin also ranks as the worst performing asset in 2022, with returns of minus 61.97%. Notably, Bitcoin's 2022 performance has emerged with the asset mostly correlating with traditional finance products like stocks. At the same time, both asset classes have been impacted by soaring inflation and the threat of increased interest rate hikes, pushing investors to the sidelines. Furthermore, Bitcoin and the crypto market are attempting to recover from a series of high-profile incidents like Luna ecosystem crash and the FTX cryptocurrency exchange collapse, alongside a series of crypto bankruptcy filings. The events have partly resulted in questions regarding the sustainability of the crypto market. All right, let's stop right there. So let's go over this right here. All right, so if a person if you are getting Bitcoin to wait on the price to go up, then you're doing it all wrong in the first place, because it's a medium of exchange. It's not really an investment tool. It can be that because of its scarceability, because it's scarce. You follow what we're saying? It's scarce. So it's only a certain amount of Bitcoin will ever be in circulation. All right. So the opportunity to get them is scarce, but we should get them with a purpose and not just holding them and waiting for them to go up, but mainly using them as a medium of exchange to get away from the dollar debt system. That's really what Bitcoin was designed to do. So by it doing what it has done, just shows that it is a valuable asset and a valuable medium of exchange because of its decentralization. All right. And we got to understand, why did Luna ecosystem crash? Why did the FTX cryptocurrency exchange crash? We have to study those things and see, why did that even happen? Why did that even happen? But on this line here, it said at the same time, both classes have been impacted. And when it's saying both classes, it's talking about crypto and it's talking about the stock market. Have both been impacted by soaring inflation and the threat of increased interest rate hikes, pushing investors to the sideline. All right. So what does that mean? That meaning the Fed is causing this bubble, or they are causing people to back out of investing because people don't know what regulations they're going to bring, what rate hikes they're going to bring, and then they'll study while they're putting all this out. They'll study behind that, printing more and more dollars. So it's causing inflation. It's causing this, and people are struggling to make income, so they can't run out and buy stocks. They can't run out and put money into crypto. Folks is pulling this money out of that stuff to live because the jobs is down, the wages is down. All right, the wages are stable and haven't moved, but inflation is high. Prices is going up, gas going up, food going up. All right, so my wages is right here, but the price of living is going up. Rent is going up. Mortgages rates going up. So everything is going up. So what needs to go up with it? Well, our income needs to go up with it for us to stay the same, or for the economy to stay afloat and look like it is booming. Because of right now, the economy is not booming. All right, it is actually down. So that's pushing investors away from the crypto market and the stock market because they don't know what's to come. The outcome has also potentially resulted in institutional investors overlooking Bitcoin despite playing a critical role in the assets 2021 all-time high of almost 69,000. Wow, that's for one coin. It is worth mentioning that Bitcoin's performance comes despite the cryptocurrency operating in a highly unregulated environment. Indeed, regulatory uncertainty is deemed to impact the asset's return in the future. However, there's progress from different jurisdictions attempting to enact relevant jurisdictions for the sector. Well, let's talk about that for a brief second. Okay, so unregulated. Now, the Federal Reserve is unregulated. I'm going to just make that clear. Why? Because they have no governance to what they can do with rates, mortgage rates, interest rates, loan rates, student, whatever the bank. The banks are sovereign. The banks can do literally what they want to do. All right, headed by the Federal Reserve. So they expect us to want regulation on something from a government. The New United States government is the most corrupt government on the planet. So we're looking for regulations and for them to supposedly safeguard the people from scams and Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes. That sound good, but the biggest pyramid scheme or scam or Ponzi scam on the planet today is the Federal Reserve. Is the Federal Reserve connected to the International Monetary Fund and also connected to the World Bank. The three biggest Ponzi schemes on the planet are those three institutions right there. Period. All right. So if we're looking for them, this same corrupt people, to regulate an environment that's supposed to make it safe for them. Well, who's going to protect me from the crooked banks? Who's going to protect me from the Federal Reserve? Who's going to protect me from the United States Treasury that don't know what they're doing? And the Federal Reserve is against the United States Constitution. It's against it in writing. But the Federal Reserve been here way longer than Bitcoin, way longer than the blockchain, way longer than FTX, Luna. The Federal Reserve been here since 1913. 109 years this month. They've been here over a century, robbing the people blind, and not just robbing us, the citizens of America. They also been robbing the government because now they own the government. Ooh, man, this thing is deep. So we want them to come. Listen at that. See, that's how we know we sleep. See, if we want them to come and regulate a crypto market out of blockchain, which don't need regulation, it's gonna it might, I'm gonna say always, but as long as this fake monetary system out here called the dollar is going on, where it's gonna always be other fake systems and other fake so-called opportunities come about. Well, because they're just trying to duplicate what the Federal Reserve has done. But when you have viable projects, real utility coins come out with a real infrastructure, well, this is like kryptonite to what the Fed is doing and what the Fed is designed to do, what the banks are designed to do. That's like kryptonite. That's the opposite. So they want to make us think that Bitcoin is bad on one side, but then they know it's good on the other side. They know it's good, but it's against them. So they don't want the American people to have freedom over their finances. They want to be able to control us so we can stay in their box and they can stay propped up. We just released a video of Grant Cardone talking about how the IRAs and the retirement plans is an incentive for Wall Street. Who is Wall Street? That's the bank. Back to the bankers. Back to the international bankers. That's them. All right. The JP Morgans of the world, the Chase Bank, the Goldman Sachs, the Rothschild. Those are the ones who run Wall Street. The Rockefellers, the DuPonts. All right. These are the ones who run Wall Street. So if they run Wall Street and we are incentivized for little interest rates, put our money in a 401k, put our money in IRAs, and then they benefit and get high leverage because they put that money in a portfolio and they work the money. And they give us small percentages per year on our money that we are working to maintain for 40 years. It's a scam. That's a scam. When you get in the 401k, people right now want to pull their money out of their retirement plan, out of their 401k, but the hesitant is they're going to get taxed. They're going to get penalized a heavy fee, and they're going to get taxed from the government on capital gain taxes. But right now, if the average person looked at their retirement plan, looked at their retirement plan and looked at their 401k, they probably down tremendously. but the average person don't stop and look. Bitcoin's future. But besides posting poor returns in 2022, Bitcoin is attempting to end the high. Is to end the year on a high, with the flagship cryptocurrency showing signs of a bullish breakout, coinciding with a lowering inflation rate in the United States. Similarly, as Bitcoin attempts to reclaim the 18,000 spot it did yesterday, the crypto community at over 80% remains bullish about asset prospects moving into 2023. Now, I get paid in Bitcoin, so I'm happy there. Every day I get paid in Bitcoin, and I would rather get paid in it, and it's the best performing asset in the last 10 years. So I'm getting, this is my base income. So I'm happy with that. And this is an opportunity for all of us. This is what we've been talking to you about for the last 2 years. Why put money in it when it's volatile like that and when you really miss this peak? See, if you got Bitcoin at 10,000, if you weren't already rich, so you can get a bunch of them at that price, if you could only get one and it shot to 60,000, well, you're going to take the $50,000 profit. You know, you only had one. So you don't have a lot of wiggle room. While you see the Michael Saylors of the world, the Robert Kiyosaki's of the world, the Max Keisers of the world not wavering, regardless on what Bitcoin price is, it's because they have they have thousands of them. So they can even play. They could have liquidated when it hit 50,000. They can keep it now, wait on it to go back up. They got good ground to play. But if you only got one coin, if you only got some fractions of a Bitcoin, you don't really have no ground to play. So we never, not us, have told and advised the people and even encouraged people to go and buy Bitcoin to hold as a investment. Why? Because if you're going to get in and the coin is already at 18,000 and you work a job, you ain't finna get rich off of that. That train has passed. And let's go and look at that train. Let's look at the train and look at how Bitcoin has outperformed. Let's look at the percentages, the yield that Bitcoin has brought. All right, let's look at the yield that Bitcoin has brought over the last 7 years. So let me go here. And all of this data might don't be here. Some of it would be here because this is all listed when CoinMarketCap started to, when they came about. So here's the chart right here. Here's the chart. All right. Here's the facts down here. So we're going to come back to the chart, but I want to look at price statistics. Okay. Last 24-hour high is $18,318. Now I want to go back in time though. We want to deal with the time. All right. 50-week too high, $51,956. All-time high, approximately a year ago, $68,789.63. Now, why would you have bought Bitcoin at that price? See, nobody had a loss from this price. You should have never bought Bitcoin at those 60,000, nothing. All right, period. Probably even if you was a millionaire, you might shouldn't have did that. But listen, now from what CoinMarketCap say, Bitcoin's all-time low is $65.53. So even to the price of today, it's still up 26,606.34%. That's if you had got it at this price. You still up 26,000%. All right. Then they saying you up. They saying you up if you purchase at the time of launch or earliest known price. Then they saying you up 12,833%, depending on when you bought it. But look at these percentages here. Now, what other asset on the planet in the last 10 years even has 1,000% yield? 1,000% yield. So let's go to the chart. All right, just think about that. What asset in the last 10 years have even brought back investors 1,000%? Not the S&P 500, not real estate, not gold, not silver. I'm not against none of those things. It's just a fact. They haven't did it. They haven't brought that. All right. That's just a fact. Okay. So let's go to the chart. So let's go a year to date. A year to date, Bitcoin was at 40. Was at a year to date. Hold on. Bitcoin was at $47,343. All right. Major year growth there. Let's look at all time. Look at this. Start off down there. This is 2016. Then it just exploded. Came back down a little bit. Then it just been exploding ever since. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is all time. So these factors right here, you say USD. So this just shows how Bitcoin has outperformed. Look at it. This is all time. I can even type in the date in here. You feel me? I can even type in the date. So let's go back to 2020. Let's go back 2 years ago when we got started getting paid in Bitcoin. 2 years ago, December 1st. Two years ago, December 1st. All right. Won't let me do it. All right. So I'm going to go back 2 years ago, December the 1st. Here it is right here. Since we've been getting paid, to show you what Bitcoin, what you could have been doing. 2 years ago, December the 1st. Okay. 2020. Let me find it. There it is right there. I just had it. Okay, there it is. Won't stay on it. All right, I'm going to have to hold it. 2 years ago, December the 1st, Bitcoin was trading at $18,801.74. That's when we started GS Partners. That's when we started the system, the only system that will pay you in Bitcoin instantly without mining, without Bitcoin mining. Let me say that again. The only system that will pay you in Bitcoin instantly without mining, when we got started in 2020, December 1st, 2021, Bitcoin was under $19,000, and we see it go up all the way to 69,000. And we have been paid every step of the way. Every step of the way, we have been getting paid. So these are just factors that we have to look at. Why not look at it? Because if it's the best performing asset in the last 7 years, well, why not just get paid in it? Forget buying it. Just get paid in it, because it's a medium of exchange. Use it as for what it is. It's cryptographic currency. Cryptographic currency. So we're going to do a side note. Let's do, as we wrap this up and come to a conclusion, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. Let's look up cryptographic definition. And I'm going to let y'all see this for yourself. All right. So when people say, oh, it ain't this, it ain't that, just ask them how they look at, do they know what the definition of it is? Ask them, what is the definition of cryptographic currency? When they say anything, just say, what's the definition? What does it mean? All right. So let's see. Let's see together. But this is what you ask people when they don't act like they don't know. Because crypto is short for cryptographic. Cryptographic, the art of writing or solving codes. Let's go to some more definitions. Cryptographic, listen at it, is a technique of securing information and communications through use of codes so that only those for whose the information is intended can understand it and process it, thus preventing unauthorized access to information. That's what they say it means. Like, I didn't make the definition, right? We're going to go over here. Secret writing, the enciphering and deciphering of messages in secret code or cipher. Also, the computerized encoding and decoding of information. For a word having to do with secrets, cryptographic has a surprisingly transparent origin. The word comes from the Greek cryptos, meaning hidden or secret, and grapheme, meaning to write. Besides the familiar related words of the same origin, such as cryptic, there is krypton, the name of a colorless gaseous element used especially in some frequent lamps and photographic flashes. The name was chosen because the gas is rare and hard to find. All right, so then just do some research and then look up the word, right? So you understand what it is, and you won't, let somebody else tell you what it is, and let somebody else define what it is. Listen at this. What is the exact meaning of cryptographic? In computer science, cryptographic refers to secure information and communication techniques derived from mathematical concepts and a set of rule-based calculations called acronyms to transform messages in ways that are hard to decipher. What is cryptographic used for? When transmitting electric data, the most common use of cryptographic is to encrypt and decrypt email and other plain text messages. The simplest method uses the symmetric or secret key system. Here, data is encrypted using a secret key, and then both the encoded message and the secret key are sent to the recipient for decryption. So this is what it means, right? So when people say something negative about it or they say anything, just ask them, do they know what crypto means? What does it mean? What is the definition of it? Because the average person, I promise you, don't know. The average person, I promise you, don't know, but we do because we study this stuff and we getting paid in it. Totally different from a person that don't get paid in it. Why listen to somebody that don't know nothing about it anyway? So, family, thank y'all for tuning in. Project Exodus 10,000 in full effect. We got a live presentation tonight at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for you to see our decentralized blockchain financial freedom plan, where you can get paid every single week. Regardless on what the market is doing, you can get paid passive income. We talk about true passive income. Now, if you want more information about Project Exodus 10,000, get with the person that shared this opportunity with you. Or if you are here from me, you can just text GS Bank to 833-549-2079, or simply just go to forwardmoney.info and you can see the information, you can see the presentation, you can see what we got going on, and you can see how you can benefit from cryptocurrency. So with that being said, family, we will see y'all in the morning with a brand new episode. We out of here.
I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims in Chicago. If you rich, I'm rich. And I can always come and tell you about the needs of a nation. But if you poor and we poor, hell man, we can't be around here poor. I want to see rich Muslims